Welcome to Life on Lindy. I'm Stacy. Today my husband Dean and I are going to work on a project using some things that were just in our way and that we just needed to repurpose. We're going to take this old whiskey barrel planter that had been sitting in front of our garage doors along with 3 of our grills since the day we moved in, and that was November 1st, 2021. We decided to move it in front of Dean's shop, in between the man door and the overhead door. We also had a few of the landscape timbers laying around and behind the shrubs and just generally in the way. And we had a few fern tops that I had gotten from Walmart. They were $5 each. And I wasn't using ferns in any of my planters anymore, so I decided to make a little tree type arrangement in this planter box. Just using what I had and not buying anything new, because we have so much stuff around here that we're already trying to utilize or get rid of and just generally not waste. And we're not sure how this is going to hold up or how it's even going to turn out. It's just an experiment, and it's going to be good enough for now. It just works for now. We laid all the boards on the driveway so I could sort of get an eyeball idea of how tall I wanted each one cut. We have 6 inches of dirt in the planter already, so we need to add 6 inches to whatever I decide I want. This planter and those fern tops, they're all at least 5 or 6 years old, but I'm going to use them anyway. It was miserably hot this day. The Canadian smoke from the wildfires had finally reached our area, and we could only do a little bit at a time and go in and rest. But we got this little project done, and then we called it a day. It was just a spur of the moment project, and it didn't have to be perfect. We knew we needed a little something to go in front of the shop, just something between the man door and the roll-up door, and this just seemed like the perfect thing to put there since we didn't have a use for this, and it really needed to move out of the front of the garage. Dean's marking where they need to be cut, and then he'll take them all into the shop and he'll cut them. We only had to cut 3 because one of the boards was the right size already. Got all 3 of them cut now, and he's going to mark where he's going to drill the hole for the greenery. Now he's marking where the hole should be drilled. Dean's using a 5/8 wood bit, and he's drilling down deep enough so that the greenery piece will fit into the hole, and then he's finishing it off with a unibit to make the top of the hole a little bit wider.
Gonna drill that one out to that 3/4. These are all gonna be, I'm gonna throw a little bit of glue in there. Not much, enough where we can still pull it out when we replace these, but that'll be pretty good.
Put some hot glue in them.
Yeah. Let me bevel these.
Do whatever you want to do.
He always takes my base plans and elevates them. I think we make a good team.
What's that thing called?
It's that grinder.
Okay.
electric grinder. And you notice I'm changing this out with it unplugged. You do not want to do it with it plugged in, so you don't accidentally hit the switch and turn it on when you're changing it out. It's always a good idea to unplug it whenever you change out the grinding disc of whatever you're going to use, you know.
Most definitely, always follow all safety guidelines and wear your personal protective equipment. This is him beveling all 4 of them. He's taking the sharp edges off of the tops.
Ready to put them in.
This will probably be our last fake palm tree project. We've used up all the greenery that we had lying around and most of the landscaping timbers.
Is that the only one you're going to use?
Only one left.
That wagon full?
Probably. We'll see. You can always get one.
We ended up using 2. We've done all the prep and now it's time to start planting the trunks. You probably can't hear what he's saying, but he's explaining that he just wants to get the bottom of the boards on the bottom of the planter so that we can get the rocks in it and it won't stand up until we get the rocks. We're just kind of trying to get them in the general position that we want them to be in.
See a peanut.
Oh, really? Remind me of that old squirrels, don't
Yeah, I miss my little buddies.
I wonder how many of them are still around.
I don't know. Might just be a thoroughfare now.
Maybe.
For those of you who don't know, in our last house, during the pandemic, we had a squirrel sanctuary of sorts where we gave the squirrels food and water for over a year because the city park was closed down, and we lived next to a huge city park and it was filled with squirrels, and they were used to getting treats and snacks and used to the walkers throwing them sunflower seeds and peanuts every day, and there wasn't enough natural food or water at all for those squirrels, and they needed some human help, and so we provided it. The splash pads and the water fountains were all closed for over a year. The loud buzzing sound you hear is the shop fan that Dean had turned on us at this point, and I didn't realize how loud it was going to be.
That one right here on my side needs to be rotated the other way so it'll bend that way and not back. All the way. Yeah.
He's such a good sport. He's just the best. He always goes above and beyond any idea for a project that I have. He makes it all better. And now he's off to get the final load of rocks. It took 2. This project cost us 0 money. Everything we used we already had here at the house, and it needed to be used, or else it needed to be taken to the dump or burned or something. And now we've utilized it all, and we have some decor in the process. I love your OCD.
Okay.
We won't leave these trees up here all fall and winter long. This will just be a summertime project. We'll put something else more seasonal appropriate when the time comes. He's pushing the greenery stems in for me because he's stronger and they'll stay in better if he does it, and then I'll arrange them. These ferns have been squished into a storage container since we packed them up and moved almost 2 years ago, and so they were in need of a little extra attention. This is the way they turned out, and I'm happy with how they look. It's a little bit outside the box, I know, but this is what we have. And everything we used were things that needed to be used because they were in the way. The planter used to be sitting in between the 2 big garage doors next to the grills. We put the grills in the garage for now, and it looks a lot cleaner. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Leave me a comment and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Bye.